vulnerability intelligence. The result of this work is that Secunia Research tracks over 50,000 applications today and has written over 60,000 advisories since its foundation in 2003. That's a huge number, right? And this intelligence is the foundation for our software vulnerability management products. But why should we care so much about vulnerabilities? According to Verizon Data Breach Investigation Report 2015, 99.9% of the exploited vulnerabilities detected in the report were compromised more than a year after the CVE was published. So that means that the vast majority of exploited vulnerabilities were well known when they were compromised. So this figure is probably a consequence of a common belief. There are too many vulnerabilities, and we can only rely on next-gen security technologies to patch attackers. Okay, so quiz time. Let's see how much you're paying attention. According to the Verizon Data Breach Investigation Report in the last slide, what percentage of the exploited vulnerabilities were compromised more than 1 year after the CVE was published? 99.9%. You are paying attention. He gets a phone charger. So this brings us back to the initial point of the presentation. Foundational work reduces the attack surface for cyber criminals and helps organizations be better prepared to identify and respond to treated incidents. So this is a similar conclusion to Cisco's annual security report 2015, pointing out that outdated software will continue to lead to security incidents of great magnitude. So we all know that applying patches and updating applications is foundational to security, but there's just too many vulnerabilities. This is the total number of vulnerabilities according to the Secunia Research Vulnerability Review 2015. 15,435 vulnerabilities in 3,870 different products. It is an increase of 18% over the previous year and 55% in the 5-year trend. But we see no reason to despair. Vulnerability intelligence can help you prioritize your work while reducing the attack surface for cyber criminals effectively. So let's see. In January 2016 alone, Secunia Research issued 463 advisories. Now you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot. And it is, especially considering that one advisory may contain many different vulnerabilities for one single product. But let's look at the criticality rating for those advisories. But first, quiz time, who wants to win a prize? You do. Let's see how well you guys are listening. In January of this year, how many advisories did our research team issue? 400 and what? No? 63. So let's take a look at this slide. This is criticality rating. We give criticality ratings in 5 levels, from not critical to extremely critical. Now, as you can see here, there were 75 highly critical vulnerabilities in January. Utilizing the criticality ratings allows you to identify those vulnerabilities that can have the greatest impact on your security baseline. So you can prioritize which vulnerabilities to address first. And if we look at just the highly critical vulnerabilities in January,